So Savannah Brown recently did a video, and it's like, I watched it yesterday. It may be a few days old, I don't know. But it was a snapshot of her life and just some things that she was up to, because she wanted to be able to look back on it in 5 or however many years and remember who she was on the day she filmed it. And that really reminded me of a lot of things, and it was something I wanted to do as well. But before I present the snapshot, I want to talk about why I do YouTube, because I've said in this channel, I'm sure, a couple of reasons why, but the main reason why I wanted to do YouTube is because I have this very real fear. I'm not afraid of dying. In fact, not in a weird way, but I'm kind of excited about the fact that we are all going to die, because it means, as far as my faith is concerned, that we're going to go to heaven and there will be no more pain, no more sickness, no more suffering ad nauseum. I would not want to live forever in this broken world. And I'm not afraid of being forgotten. Oblivion is inevitable, to quote The Fault in Our Stars, and I am not a particularly impressive person. There will be people who will be remembered instead of me, and that's fine. But what I am afraid of is being remembered inaccurately. If I died today, I would rather be forgotten tomorrow than remembered for 50 or 100 or 1,000 years as an inauthentic version of who I am. I don't want... My biggest fear while I'm alive is people projecting false images onto me, and that remains and increases when I think about what will happen after I die, because I will not be able to defend myself against inaccuracies. And I know you're all thinking, but you'll be dead, why does it matter? And I don't know. I don't know why it matters. But it matters to me that I do my part to ensure that people remember me authentically, and so that's what YouTube is for. It's the most permanent way I can think of, because things never die on the internet, to project who I am out there. And even if YouTube itself shuts down, I mean, more likely even if my channel gets deleted or something, but even if YouTube itself shuts down, there's always a way to find something once it was on the internet. And so that's what's up with that. And so I want to project and portray and illustrate who I am today, right now, because I was also watching Ingrid Nilsson's last video, or not her last video, her coming out 1 year later thing, where she talks about how people change and the person we are today is not the same as who we were yesterday, and it's not who we will be tomorrow. So I'm already over 3 minutes, but we're going to do a snapshot. So that's that. I'm Azaria. That's not my birth name. It's not what most of the people I know face-to-face call me by, but it is who I am. I am 18 years old. I am going to be a senior in high school, I think starting on the 24th or the 28th of this month. Currently, my biggest concern long-term is college. I've narrowed it down to 3 colleges I would like to go to. In order, I think it's Calvin College in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Gordon College near Boston, Massachusetts, and Eastern University near vaguely-ish Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And a more pressing concern is summer homework, which I have not started, but I will start tomorrow, unless I don't, because I say that all the time, and I never do anything. And my most immediate pressing concern is the fact that I have hemorrhoids, which is not a surprise considering I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. But that's fine. I have a cream and I'm doing all these things and it's fine. It's not a big deal. In fact, for anybody wondering, I have stopped bleeding, so that's good. It may come back, that's fine. I am excited about life. I'm excited about living. I'm excited about creating and experiencing and doing things. I have never dated anybody. I have liked a lot of people. At this point in my life, I identify as panromantic and pansexual in that regard. And I think that's the identity that's going to stick with me longer than any other. I mean, I guess, yes, than any other. It hasn't yet, since I identified as straight, whether subconsciously or consciously, for the vast majority of my life. But of the identities that I've sort of consciously sought out, it's the one that stuck the longest already, and I think it's going to. It feels genuinely like who I am. And I want to date. I want to fall in love. And I want to get married one day. I don't know much more than that, but I want to get married and I want to live with somebody. Currently, my thought process on relationship timelines is I want to live with somebody when I get engaged with them, but I don't really want to have sex before I get married. I don't know. I do think that sex is something special and covenantal and whatever, but I think compatibility is important. So, you should live with somebody. My parents do not believe it would be possible to really be romantically interested in somebody and live in the same space and not have sex, but I have confidence in my willpower and the willpower of the mate I seek out, if you will. I am also non-binary, specifically agender, and that is an identity I also think will stick. Because I do think it is who I am. I may go about labeling it some other way in my future, but I do think it's who I am, and I think it's the label that will stick. And that's what prompted this current haircut, which is great, and people think it's more feminine in my life than my long hair, so I actually kind of want to cut it shorter. Which is fine, I guess. I want to cut it shorter anyway, but yeah, I was going to dye it this summer. That is not going to happen at this rate. I just ate a weird microwavable thing. Well, not just. I ate it for lunch. I can still smell some of the teriyaki because I ate it in bed because I'm such a productive human. Like I said earlier, my biggest fear is being remembered inaccurately, and also that I lose my faith. Yeah. And also that I compromise on who I am. I want to use they, them pronouns. I use them online, and I want to use them in face-to-face interactions, and I want people to know I'm non-binary. And I will not use a gendered term when I'm dating somebody, and if that person who I'm trying to date will not accept that, then they are not for me, but I hope I remember that. I want to do youth ministry. I want to learn Hebrew and probably Greek, but I'm more interested in Hebrew than Greek. I want to travel. I want to do YouTube. I want to go to VidCon. I want to be invited to VidCon, but you know, I'll settle for just showing up. And I want to keep singing. I want to do more songwriting than I have in the past. I love Chinese food. I love a lot of foods. And I love my family. I love my friends. And I love the internet. And that is who I am today. I hope you, viewer, and I guess me, whenever I'm rewatching this, if I ever do, hello. I hope everybody has a great day. Also, I highly encourage everybody to do this, because it's cool to think about who you are and what's important to you. Yeah, I hope you have a great day.